Personality.
So we're thinking about the personality, and where do we get this evidence of their personality? From the character traits and the what? On what they say it is. So the text, right? So we need to take the text and we need to link it to the character traits. Alright? So now you guys can decide. Do you guys want to do characterization on the fish? Or do you want to do it on the cat in the hat? Raise your hand if you want to do it with the fish. Okay, so I'm thinking the cat in the hat, right?
Yeah.
Look at you guys. That's so optimistic of you. What does optimistic mean?
It's always to the good side.
You see the good side of things. Huh? He is, the cat in the hat is optimistic, not so much the fish. Okay. So the first page is just talking about how the sun's not shining, right? Do we see anything about the cat in the hat in here? No. Okay, so we're going to keep going. How about these two pages? Read those over really fast.
No.
Nope, not so much?
No.
Okay, let's keep going. How about here?
No.
Nope?
No.
Nope? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so what do we learn about the cat here?
He's optimistic. He's saying, I know it's wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun. That is fun.
Okay, so can someone other than Ashley, thinking of that great example, tell me which quote in that works the best?
Lots of good fun. That is fun.
Okay, now let's look at our character traits. Which character trait describes that? There's a long list, so this might take a little bit of time. Optimistic. We already talked about optimistic. Is there anything else that you guys can see?
Cheerful.
Cheerful. Okay, so now, when we look at our box, we see that it's divided by speech, so what they say, actions, what they're doing, their thoughts, how they think. This one, for this, we don't get as much thoughts, right? But what's an interesting thing about doing characterization on a children's book versus a novel? What's different between the two? One is shorter.
Easier to read.
It's easier to read, but what else? What is physically different? There's pictures. So while they might not tell us the thoughts of the characters, what do we have? And what on a person tells you what they're thinking? Their facial features, right? So because we have these pictures, we can infer what they're thinking based on their face. So keep that in mind when we're looking for thoughts. And then the effects they have on others. Does that make sense? The effects we have on others?
Yeah.
So, yeah, how does the cat affect the fish? How does the cat affect Sally and the narrator? Okay? Okay, so we talked about lots of good fun that is funny. Where would you write that in? Which column? Speech, because he's saying it, right? So go ahead and write that in. You're going to have to write kind of small because he says a lot of things. We don't have to write them all, but we're going to try our best. The last quote. Lots of good fun that is funny. Can you still see if the lights are off? Okay. I was talking to the camera, but I'm allowed for you guys too. Give me a thumbs up when you're done. Are you done? Is your thumb up? Thank you, Dan. Okay, let's keep going. So, read this over fast. And what do you guys think? What here describes characters to you? The character of the cat in the hat. What? good tricks. So what does that make him? Playful. So can we find that on our list? It's not there. You know that works though. I'll take it. So go ahead and write that down. I also want you to look at the list and see something else that might fill. Or, yeah, look for another character trait that line might fill. When he says he knows some new tricks. Looking at your character list, skillful, imaginative maybe, intelligent, talented. So there's so many things that one line tells us about the Cat in the Hat, right? Okay, so I want you to write down a lot of good tricks in quotation marks, because remember these are all quotes. And then you can pick any of the character traits that we just talked about. We talked about intelligent, playful, curious, you said intelligent. Did I already say intelligent? Imaginative is the word I was thinking.
Can we put it in the first one?
What is it? It's speech, because he's saying it, right? Okay, now let's look at his face. What do we know about this cat now that we look at his face? He's happy. How do we know he's happy? Because he's smiling. What does maybe the eyes being closed tell us? He's really happy. What else is he?
He thinks he's clever.
Maybe he thinks he's clever. He's very confident. Maybe he's very comfortable where he is, right? So where did we discuss putting that in? It's kind of an action, but we're inferring his thoughts based off of his facial features. So, in our box that says thoughts, I want you to describe what his face looks like. Because we don't have any quotes that says, his face was smiling and his eyes were closed.